How do you learn to trust yourself when you don't have faith in your own abilities to make decisions in life and to live life? Well, the first thing to notice is that your body already knows how to navigate this life. And when you say that you don't trust yourself or have faith in yourself, that's you believing thoughts that come up that say that, oh, I don't trust myself, I don't know how to do this. But that's a story your mind has created, probably based on past experiences. Maybe someone told you when you were younger that, or implied through their actions, that you don't know what you're doing and you need to give your authority to someone else. You need to look for advice instead of trusting yourself and having faith that you know how to live your life. So then it comes down to noticing these patterns within yourself. So if I start doubting myself, it used to happen a lot more in the past than it does now, but it still comes up. I still have thoughts about doubt and being uncertain about what's coming in life. And when that happens, I just I notice those thoughts. And I notice even if I have a reaction to them, like I start worrying about, okay, I need to figure something out. And when I notice that, I immediately take a step back, maybe even take a deep breath. And I just watch my thoughts, because it's like a movie in my own head. And I can believe my thoughts, I can take them seriously, I need to do something about this, or I can relax and let those thoughts be. Because if I don't attach myself to those thoughts where I have a thought that, okay, I don't believe in myself, I don't trust myself. When I attach myself, when I believe those thoughts to be true, that's when I get the experience of not trusting myself, because we experience our thoughts, we feel our thinking, and our thinking gives us our flavor of life. And there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you don't trust yourself. It simply means that you're here to learn to trust yourself, to learn how to have faith in yourself, because we're all here to learn about something. So we all have challenges and different things we need to deal with. It's simply there so we can learn and have the joy of overcoming our own obstacles, because that's what life really is. Having these experiences and having our perceived problems. And I say perceived, but I'm by no means, I don't want to belittle any problems. I just want to make the distinction that it's always a perception. It's your perception of life, because it gives you the flavor of what's going on. So what happens when you don't have faith in yourself is that you start trying to control life, you start trying to figure things out. And that, for me, has always ended up in exhaustion, anxiety, and many other problems that we don't need to discuss, because you know what I'm talking about. So what's helped me then is to notice when these patterns come up. I notice, okay, here's the story about not having faith in myself, not trusting myself to navigate life. But it's also about remembering that it's not my mind that has to remember or to figure out how to navigate life. Because my body knows. When life brings me something, my body lights up. It resonates with something, like when you play a note on the piano, the same note in different octaves resonates. At least that's what I think happened. It seems to happen when I used to play guitar and play more music. Play music in my life. So you can say that we all have a purpose in life, but you can also look at it as we all fit into life in different places. And the places where we fit into life is where we resonate. And your body resonates like a tuning fork. So the more you start noticing these thoughts, and instead of going into your mind, you bring your awareness back into your body, that's when you notice that your body resonates with things. And some things feel magnetic. And you could call this different things. Some people have a subtle whisper or a voice that says things. And some people just feel a sensation, like yes, the body is responding, it feels magnetic, it pulls you toward it. And for me, it's always been this feeling like I have cat whiskers on my body. And I feel my way through life. And through this process of experimentation and noticing how this works for me, I've gradually stopped paying attention to my mind when it comes to figuring out my life and trying to control things, and simply to notice how things work in my body. And there are discernments you need to make here, because you can be craving chocolate and you think that's your purpose when it may not be. So that's why I talk about experimentation. You have to play with this and to make mistakes and to see what happens and how it works for you. But when it comes to not trusting yourself or not having faith that things will work out, that's your mind telling you a story that you then believe. And you don't have to get rid of your mind, you don't have to change your thoughts. All you have to do is become just 1% or even 1/100th of 1% more aware of your patterns and how your mind tells stories. And by watching this video, you've already taken that step. So you're moving forward, you're doing fine, and notice as you relax that things feel a bit more manageable. That's because you're not believing your mind as much when it tells you these horror stories. So take a deep breath, relax, and you don't have to believe your mind so much. You don't have to take things so seriously. Not your mind, not life. Because when you enjoy life, that's when things just begin flowing naturally. So play with this, because you already have trust in yourself. The thing is that you're believing thoughts that tell you that you don't have faith in yourself, you don't trust yourself, and that's when you get the experience of not trusting yourself. So play with this, experiment, click like, subscribe, visit my website for more on how to work with me, my books, and all that, all the other good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.